love you. Someday she's gonna tell me she loves me. Persistency is the key. Welcome back to another episode of Clay Cam. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well as watch the video all the way through. I'm a general contractor from West Monroe, Louisiana. I'm Clay Nelson, by the way, and I like to make videos. Today we're going to be working on a ninja course. We went ahead and leveled up the dirt a little bit because it was a little bit of a slope. It was about 12 inches from one end to the other. This is where all the swing sets are going to be, and then right here, this is where the ninja course is going to be. The rock wall is going to be back here. Today we're just going to set posts, and then the next day we're actually going to start building the components. It's all going to come together pretty quick, but there's not going to be any like huge visual things today. Mostly just posts. Given how hard the dirt is, this is pretty much the only option. This auger should make short work of it. How are you today?
Man, as far as Mondays go, this is a pretty good one.
Can we cuddle at some point today?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Whoa, shit, that's heavy.
You already got back problems. You stand over there.
You're strong. Oh, wow. We got a shipment of material here. We need to get it to the backyard, and the easiest way for us to do that is to try to get it like via tractor. We're gonna try to avoid hand unloading all this because it's a lot of crap. You done got your new cowboy hat. Woohoo!
Buy from Texas.
Damn right.
Take it up, buddy. Take it up.
Hopefully this will work. It's hot out here. That worked out pretty well. Now we still have the stack of wood we got to try to strap up somehow. It's going to be a little bit more awkward, but maybe we can make it work. Okay, we have all the material dropped. That was actually pretty painless. Normally we'd have to tote all this back there by hand. And on a side note, if there's one thing that I could say is beneficial for a person that owns a pickup truck to have in his pickup truck is one of these big straps, because you never know when you might need them.
Started at Joe's house, that kind of crap.
Oh yeah, it's true. Joe brought.
I know what this is. This is a test. Because after we built Joe's, I said, shoot, I could have built it faster than that out of scratch. So now we're testing the theory.
Yeah. I really think the ninja course thing is going to be something that a lot of people are going to start doing. Unfortunately, we're not going to build a lot of them because this is more of a content thing, but I think it makes a lot of sense for people that are in quarantine and the people that are homeschooling. I think it's a really, really good thing. It's a really smart idea. I'm having to come home and change out of my flip-flops here into my work boots. It's kind of a weird day. Like Mondays are always kind of weird because I got my physical therapy and I don't get out of there until like 11 o'clock. So anyway, trying to get my work attire on. On my way to Home Depot in search of some rubber mulch. I never have had like really good experience in finding it. If anybody knows where I can get rubber mulch here in West Monroe or somewhere close, just let me know. First things first, I'm gonna drop this auger back off because if you can bring the auger back like in half a day, it's just cheaper. Who don't like saving money? You can buy an extra steak salad, you know?
Yeah.
Where do I come up with this shit, Tate?
I wonder every day.
Almost have all the posts dug. I'm gonna go to Lowe's or Home Depot and see if I can find some rubber mulch. Hey man, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. All right, see you later. Don't feed me, I bite. Oh. What you doing? Pretty bird. You be a good boy. All right, all the posts are set, and tomorrow we're gonna be working on putting the warp wall together as well as all the top parts, and then whatever else comes next. The swings are gonna be out there, so we're gonna be working on that as well. Everything from Amazon that's like components in the ninja course are gonna come in Wednesday or Thursday, so we should still be good. If you know anywhere I can get black rubber mulch somewhere here in town, please let me know because I can't find any anywhere. You the man.
I'll see you in the morning, boss.
Ooh, okay, bro. You have a good evening, cowboy.
Yeah, Marshall, Texas.
All right, back home for now. What do y'all think about my necklace here? Judah, this is Judah's actually. He insisted that I wear it. I really like Michael Jordan, but you know. I want to talk to you guys about something. This was a discussion that a friend of mine and I were having today is the correlation between relationships and happiness. We're talking about just how the people in our lives can affect our happiness. And it's not always true, but when the people that are closest to us usually do affect our happiness because we're close to them. When they're happy, we're happy, and vice versa. This could be relationships in a marriage, a work relationship, and a friendship. I guess we could start with friendships. I've had friends that eventually turn a little bit toxic, and it's possible that I could have been a toxic friend at one time, and although I try my best to not be, it's just possible. There's always your side, their side, and the truth. It's just the way it goes sometimes. And you always hear like in the Bible that you should always try to build your friends up and build the people up around you, but eventually at some point you have to also be built up. And if the people around you are not kind of in that mindset, then it's not going to be a productive friendship. And in a marriage, it's the same type thing. You have to give the same amount that you take. I've been married for 15 years, and it's a lot of compromise, and it's a lot of work, and it's something that you do have to fight for. But at some point, it just depends on the situation. Sometimes things can't be fixed, and you have to think about this one saying: get as happy happy as you can, as quick as you can. And that really holds true, but at the same time, a marriage is something that shouldn't be gave up on all that easily. You should be able to work hard at it. And I always go back to anything worth having is gonna be hard work. That's just the way it goes. That applies to everything in life. And this is just a few types of connections with people, but let's just say work relationship. I've had work relationships that have been good and productive, and I've had some that were not so good, and then I've had some that started off really good and then ended bad, and then vice versa. It's just it's all just a mixture of people and their pride and their emotions. And when you bring money and work into the situation, it tends to complicate things because you are dealing with money. And you can connect work relationships to regular relationships, friendships, marriage, because all of it has to be cohesive. It all has to be a collective effort on everybody's part for it to work. I think I could sum this up in 3 words: honesty, empathy, and reasonability. And I think reasonability is a word. Anyway, honesty is just what it sounds like. We want to be honest with each other. If we're honest with each other, even if the truth hurts sometimes, I think that just tends to work better in any relationship. I just think that universally, honesty is just the best policy. And you go to hell for lying. No, I'm just kidding. No. Yeah, you probably do go to hell for lying. And empathy is the second thing, and that's one thing that I really tend to overlook. It is hard for me to put myself in somebody's shoes a lot of times, but the older I get, the more I realize that empathy is easier to achieve. But that's when you put yourself in somebody's position, and really that is the best position to be in when you're dealing with a person or you're dealing with that certain relationship, because you want to understand their way of thinking. If you could do that, you can understand and you can work through things better if you understand their thinking. To me, lack of empathy always escalates into judgment or sever relationship or just lack of compassion for that person. It's so easy to say, well, this is how I would have done it, but you really don't know how you would have done it because you're not in their shoes. And if we could all try to understand that if we put ourselves in somebody else's shoes, that things could work out better for us in our relationships. And the last thing is reasonability, and I think that will probably connect with empathy too, because in a situation, how reasonable are you going to be? How practical are you going to be by navigating through a problem or just any situation? And I think to be the most reasonable, you have to have your mental health in line, your physical health, because if you're not healthy, if you don't feel good, you're not going to be very reasonable because you're hurting, you're not comfortable. And back to the topic of the discussion, the correlation between relationships and happiness. And although we shouldn't be like putting all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak, we should rely on faith, family, just an inner peace that we should all sort of work for. I mean, inner peace is not something that just happens. It's something that has to be worked on every single day, just like everything else. It just so happens that relationships do contribute to our happiness, so we have to cater to our relationships. Good gosh, why are people so complicated? Anyway, thank y'all for listening to that rambling. Back to the vlog. Mom, you ready to go pretend like we have a pool again?
Yes.
All right, cool. Okay, Judah broke his iPad a little while back and I got him a new one. I got you a new iPad.
No, it ain't.
What? Homemade spaghetti-o, homemade spaghetti-o. Whoop, whoop. Just here again to talk to you guys via comments. I love talking to you guys. Jill says, I love the house and I love all the others by you in the cul-de-sac. Thank you, ma'am. Maggie says, I just found you. I love it. Love you more. Judy says, Marshall, Texas. Woohoo! Marshall, Texas. Tell your wife to show us her weights and workout routine one day. That's a pretty good idea. Wop said I should do some funny job site stories for the vlog. Okay, this is kind of crazy. Okay, I guess they were working on a job with President Bush and Miss Bush, and evidently one of his employees maybe pointed a nail gun at Miss Bush, and then the Secret Service got a little crazy. Imagine that. That's going to be a pretty hard one to beat. Charlie says Roundup does cause cancer. I don't doubt that. Everything causes cancer. James said his old aluminum tripod is the best. I totally agree. Like my regular conventional tripod is the best, but it's a little bit too big to carry around for vlogging. DJ Diego, that's kind of catchy. Your channel will never grow because you have kids in the video. I guess I'll never grow because my kids are always going to be in my video. It's a daily vlog and they're my children. I love them. I think they're funny and anyway. Been feeling a little bit empty. Something has been missing. Let me think.
We got a party. You remember?
I do remember. That's a dang good
One
point.
second.
Welcome to another episode of Johnny Trash. I'm going to sing you a song. It's your life. You say you need a change. Don't all the dreams you've seen come true? Mean anything? Say it's different now. You keep staring at the door. How can you walk away? Don't I matter anymore? If being free is worth what goodbye time. That's been another episode of Clay Camp. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.